If you are an actor and you're auditioning for on-camera work, then owning a lavalier or lapel microphone is an important part of your toolkit. Today I'm taking a look at the XVive LV1 lapel mic. It's a great sounding microphone at a very good price, but it might not be for you. And let's talk about why. Hi everybody, I'm Dave, a classically trained stage actor who now makes a living doing voiceover from home. I also do a lot of on-camera work, and so when you're auditioning from home, cutting a self-tape audition, having a lavalier or lapel microphone is a really great way to get the microphone much closer to your voice than your camera, which is going to be several feet away from you. It's going to sound distant. So if you've got a lavalier microphone, that's going to make your sound a lot clearer, louder, more present, and more professional. Now, I don't talk about lavalier microphones on my channel a whole heck of a lot, but I was sent this lavalier microphone by XVive. It's the XVive LV1. Full disclosure, XVive sent me this microphone to review. They have not compensated me in any other way. These opinions are all 100% my own, as I'm sure you'll see. I'm not going to bury the lead. I'm just going to come right out and tell you this is a very good sounding lavalier mic. It's got a good bass response, clear treble, makes my voice sound good, clear, and present. I compared it directly to the Rødelink Lavalier, which is the lavalier mic that came with my Rødelink wireless kit when I bought it back in the day, and sells separately for $90, $100. Now, so that you can compare them directly, here's the sound of the Rødelink lavalier microphone running directly into my Canon DSLR. Most of Røde's lavalier mic capsules are pretty much the same. They're all spec'd very similar, so regardless of which Røde lavalier mic you buy, they all kind of sound like this. So this should be a pretty good comparison for all of Røde's offerings. Now, the XVive LV1 sells for retails for $50 US at Amazon. I've seen a lot of people able to get it on sale for $40. So to get an equally good sound at around half the price, it's great. It's a really, really good alternative to the Røde. Now, both the LV1 and the Røde have a 1/8" headphone jack style auxiliary jack with a locking mechanism on it. And that locking mechanism means that these are most commonly used with wireless systems that have a little screw-on locking mechanism, like the Rødelink wireless kit or all of Sennheiser's wireless kits. So if you're an amateur filmmaker and you've already got some Sennheiser G3s or G4s lying around, this is going to do a great job for you. So for the sake of comparison, here is the sound of the XVive LV1 running through the Rødelink wireless pack. Sounds great, right? Whereas this is the sound of the Rødelink lavalier microphone also running through a wireless pack. Still sounds great. They sound very similar, don't they? So it's a great sounding microphone at a very affordable price. What could be the issue? Well, there's a reason that I don't spend a lot of time talking about lav mics on my channel. On my channel, I like to help people find microphones that are easy, that help solve their problems. And the thing with lav mics is that they are all different. There's a million different standards depending on what kind of device you want to connect it to. There's full-size XLR mics. There's miniature XLR connectors with 4 pins. Miniature XLR connectors with only 3 pins. There's 1/8" auxiliary jacks that only have a tip and a sleeve on them, separated by one little black bar. 1/8" aux jack that are separated by 2 bars, making them tip, ring, and sleeve. Mics that are wired specifically for smartphones, which are TRRS, separated by 3 little black bars, tip, ring, and sleeve. There's some lapel mics wired directly to go into your iPhone's Lightning port or your Android phone's USB-C port. There are so many different lavalier mics out there. It's hard for me to recommend one that does everything because it really depends on the device that you're going to connect it to. Now, the XVive LV1 works great for my situation. I'm running it directly into a Canon DSLR right now, and that's how I shoot most of my self-tape auditions. If you're connecting it to a dedicated camera like a DSLR or a GoPro or something like that, you're going to be fine. If you want to use it with a wireless kit like the Rødelink or a Sennheiser kit that has a locking connector, again, it's going to work perfectly for you. I was even able to connect it directly to my XLR-based audio interface on my computer using a Røde VXLR Plus adapter. What could I not get it to work with? You guessed it, my iPhone. I have a ton of adapters to get audio into my iPhone, and none of them could get this microphone to work. With an iPhone, of course, you've got to start with an adapter to get audio into the Lightning port since there's no headphone jack. So you start with Apple's official OEM TRRS to Lightning adapter. And then after that, you should be able to plug an additional TRS to TRRS adapter to get it to work on your phone. I have a bunch of these lying around. None of them would work with this mic, even though they worked with the Rode brand lavalier microphone and my Sennheiser branded lavs. I even bought a brand new cable expressly for this purpose to connect microphones to a TRRS port. Still didn't work. Now, most actors are doing their self-tapes on their phones, and if that is you, then this lavalier mic is not gonna work for you. I mean, it could. I've seen a lot of comments on the Amazon page. I've seen people say that they can get it to work with their smartphones, but I tried every adapter I could get my hands on, and I couldn't get it to work. I kind of wish that they included a TRS to TRRS adapter in with the package. That would make this a lot more attractive. And of course, there are a lot of lavalier microphones out there at various price points and ranges of quality that are wired to connect directly to your Android or your iPhone smartphone. So one of those choices might be better for you if that's going to be your primary use case. So bottom line, the XVive LV1 compares very, very favorably to more expensive competitors like the lav mics from Rode. They sound very similar, and as a bonus, I could even use them with my Rødelink wireless kit. The Rødelink wireless kit has a digital connection instead of an analog UHF connection like the wireless packs used by Sennheiser in their G3 and G4 series. That means that if you buy a cheap lavalier microphone that is unshielded, you're going to hear digital interference in the signal. I tried out a very popular budget mic by JK Audio that's supposed to sound terrific at a really, really good price. And it did sound good, but it was filled with all kinds of digital interference. I couldn't use it with a digital wireless kit like the Rødelink or the Rode Wireless Go. This does not have that issue. So it's a well-built, well-shielded microphone, high quality. So as much as I wish that this was an easy recommend for me, it does come with some caveats. While the quality is definitely there, the challenges in getting it to connect to the device that you might be using might be too much for you. If you know that you have a device that has a locking mechanism like a wireless pack, or if you're using this directly into a camera, you're good to go. This is a great microphone at a very good price. But if you do a lot of your recording on your smartphone, this may or may not work for you, and I would hate for you to have to go and try a whole bunch of different adapters, fiddling around blindly in the dark until you found the one that worked for you. I really hope that you found this video helpful. If you did, please do me a favor and hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you next time.